Long time no see. I think it's been more than a month actually, since I filmed the video reflection. This is video reflection for June 25th. Yeah, I think it's been more than a month. It's been a while. So, there's just a bunch of stuff on my desk right now. This is the most recent project that I'm working on right now. It's a hand-generated flashlight with a very compact mechanism, and it's very simple to use. All it is 3 planetary gearboxes stacked on top of each other and embedded, so it's immovable. It's irremovable. I think that's the word. Anyway, so if I turn this large knob once, it's going to turn this small knob that goes in here 50 times. And you're hearing that basically. And then I'm going to connect this, which is a motor, and 2 supercapacitors here. And which means when I turn this, it's going to charge up the supercapacitors. Now, and then turn on this LED. The problem right now is these supercapacitors have a very large capacity, and so they basically take up forever to charge up. Now, the natural problem in that case is, well, since they take so long to charge up, I'm going to have to crank these a lot until this LED can turn on, because these are connected in parallel. And if you know about capacitors, they basically act like a wire when there's no charge. So initially when I give it current, all the current is going to go to these capacitors. So I tested a couple of things. I'm just trying to test. If I just leave it like that, will the charge that's stored on the capacitor turn this LED on? And the answer seems like is a no. Yeah, it does not turn the LED on, as you can see. Let me show you this thing working in action. Just give me a second. Let me untangle this. What's going on here? Alright. I need to charge it up quite a bit. It doesn't work. I'm filming a video reflection. So I charged up the capacitor, but as you can see, it's not working. So that's a project that I'm doing. This is for. It's my friend. This is for Laos. Not Laos, Philippines. For Umdalsam 2026. Yeah. So, but it does work and it does turn on. I'm just trying to change the circuitry inside here a bit, so it's more just versatile, I guess. Right now what I'm thinking of is putting a switch on the front part here, so I can toggle between charging a battery and charging and directly giving current to the LED. So if I charge the battery, then the battery needs to be fully charged before the LED turns on. But if I just charge the LED, or if I just send current to the LED instead, it's going to just turn it on immediately. I have a couple of concerns, and I haven't worked out the circuitry, so I'm not even sure if that's possible. But we'll see. We'll see. But the whole mechanism is very compact. The reason I made it in this form factor is because it's very difficult to break. I know you can't see it right now, but since there's no protruding parts, even when the flashlight is complete, it's fairly small. So there's really not a lot of vulnerable parts in this design. That's the big upside here. So it's going to be that long, I think, and then these electronics are going to go in like this. So that big for the front part. I'm going to make a PCB for this so I can fit everything in nice and snug, and then a handle that's just as long, so about this big basically for the flashlight. Yeah. So that's that. That's the project that I have going on right now. And also it's final season. My hands smell like WD-40 right now. It's final season. Which means I should be studying, but I did, and 5 out of my 7 final subjects are now over, and I did mess up on a couple of them, but for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with the results. Oh, and I've also been working out with the friend that you've seen over there. They have like this gym set up near the futsal field. I'm not even sure if futsal is an English word. It's just football, basically. Just football field. They have this. Our school has this small football field next to the dorm, and they have a bench and a couple of weights and a barbell set up there. So I'm working out there. It's actually been quite fun. What other updates? I think that's it for the updates. Ouch. Are you okay? Yeah, as you can see, he's a bit interesting. Also, I had a about a 30-minute long conversation with Mrs. Chung, and she's one of the teachers here. She's one of the English teachers, and we talked about expectations for me as a person and people outside, so other people. And basically I told her about how I had a very rough time last semester when I had high standards for myself, and because of that, since I had high standards for myself, I wouldn't stop like stressing myself out over small stuff, and I didn't really allow other friends to come near me because I didn't want to be interrupted, and I thought I didn't have enough time for friends, basically. I guess I was also quite bitter because I just came back from my gap year and I thought I lost a lot of time. So yeah, and then I contrasted that to this semester where I'm taking a lot of things I'm going easy on myself. I'm relaxing a lot, and yeah, I'm going easy on myself. And Miss Chung she was adamantly against the idea of going easy on myself. To her logic was, you can do it because you're young, so you should. And I feel like I agree with that. I still have a lot of passion and ambition left in me, so I think I think I can do more, and I should do more. The one thing that was concerning me, and the reason I didn't this semester, was fear of burning out, and also fear of alienating myself, because when you have very high standards for yourself, it's kind of difficult to get along with other people, because something that's very obvious and just something you consider as common decency isn't properly accepted as just common decency by a lot of people. So for instance, if attending morning exercise every single day is a standard of common decency for me, but all the other students don't think like that, and they just think morning exercise is variable and they can just attend it whenever they want, then effectively I kind of become alienated, because, well, it just feels like my sense of common decency is just wrong, basically. So this semester I just try to align my standards with those of others. So which had its ups and downs, but I think ultimately the important thing is to find a balance between the two. So I think that's really hard. The conclusion is I should have my personal standards, but then also not enforce those standards on other people. So it kind of goes like this. Even if I think I should study like 2 hours a day and go to morning exercise and work out and things like that, I shouldn't judge other people because they don't do those things. So the standards for me and the standards for other people should be different. And I can be both harsh on myself and not harsh, but strict on myself, and also at the same time be lenient and generous and accepting of other people. So I think that's where I want to go for the next semester. Is I want to be more disciplined, consistent, and just have my own standard, which I do, and it is quite strict. But I also want to get along with other people, so that's what I'll do. Yeah. So Sangwoo here. His English name is A. He's also he's a really smart kid.
1 + 1 = 3.
Yes, as you can see, he's incredibly intelligent. But he was also one of the, just I was friends with him before, but it's just now that I don't set my standards, or rather, now that I don't enforce my standards on other people and I don't judge them based on my standards, it becomes a lot easier to be accepting, to accept them as who they are, and just really enjoy their company. He's really fun. Now, he's pretty loud, and I would never do these interesting actions, but those are my standards, and he has different standards, and there's no need to judge him based on my standards. That's it. That's what I want to go from here. And so I've kind of written down what kind of person I want to become through my standards. One is a kind person. So just kind. Where did I put my hammer? Kind to the world. What's funny? I want to be a kinder person. Someone who's more accepting, less judgmental. Secondly, I want to be a more consistent and disciplined person. And I also want to be someone who can be trusted. So those are the three goals. Those are the three goals that I have. What kind of person that I want to become. And to do that, here are the standards that I have set for myself. 1, do not curse. This is going very poorly today because of Sangwoo over here. It's making it very difficult for me not to curse. And then second is live in the moment. Yeah. So basically that means enjoy Sangwoo's company, enjoy filming video reflections. Don't multitask and do different things at once, basically. And number 3 is put reality first. So
what's that?
It's a video reflection. So if I have to do something that's related to my career, or just my life, if I can do something for like college, I guess, or I can spend time with friends, I should do that instead of just blindly scrolling or binge watching media, basically. So instead of living on the internet, I should prioritize my interactions in reality. Please don't touch me. Thank you.
You're prioritizing your video over us. Prioritizing videos over reality.
No. 13 minutes and 46 seconds ago, I was living in the moment. Okay, so that's 14 minutes of footage. I'll edit that out.
Oh shit.
Okay, basically, so that's number 3, live in reality. Number 4 is no postponing and no procrastination. And then number 5 is always try my best. That's a very hard thing to do, but the idea is to try my best whenever I can. And number 6 is don't justify and negate failure before failure occurs. So that basically just means don't think about, failing is okay, that could happen before I fail. After I fail, I can say, yeah, that was wrong, and that was a mistake. But I'm a person, and I can make mistakes. That's fine. But don't do that before I fail. So it shouldn't be before I apply to college. Oh, I'm applying to college, but I don't care if I don't get in because it's fine. That should not be the right mindset for me. And yeah, number 5, back to number 5, always try my best. So that's it. But as I said earlier, these are standards for me. The most important part is that these are standards for me, not for other people, not for my parents, not for my friends. This standard is for me. So I'm the only one who has to keep it, and it's not someone who's not being commonly undecent if they do not keep these standards. These standards are mine and mine only. Anyway, that's going to be it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Have a lovely day.